Listen to me. I want you to take a deep, deep breath. Because we need to talk. We need to talk about a fear that is keeping so many of you up at 2 o'clock in the morning, staring at the ceiling, wondering, what is going to happen to me? You are 50, 55, maybe 60 years of age. You look at the television, you open up the financial magazines, and every single expert is screaming at you about your 401k. They are telling you how to reallocate it, how to max it out, how to roll it over. But you? You are sitting there with a knot in your stomach because you don't have a 401k. Maybe your employer never offered one. Maybe you worked part-time, or you spent your life doing the most important work in the world, raising a family, caring for elderly parents, and you didn't have access to a corporate retirement plan. Or maybe you were self-employed, scraping by, putting every extra penny back into your business just to keep the lights on. And now, you are looking at the runway of retirement, and you are terrified. You are asking yourself, am I doomed? Am I going to have to work until the day I die? What happens if you don't have a 401k? I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me clearly, you are not doomed. A 401k is not a magical wealth creator. It is nothing more than an account shell. It is a tax-advantaged bucket, a basket that holds investments. It is a tool. But it is not the only tool, and it is certainly not a requirement for you to have a safe, secure, and beautiful retirement. But we have to stop letting the fear paralyze us, and we have to start controlling the controllables. Because when you operate out of fear, you make the absolute worst financial decisions of your life. Let's look at the reality. What actually happens if you don't have a 401k? First, you don't get a company match. I've always said that a company match is free money, and yes, it is a shame to miss it. But guess what? Many companies don't offer matches anyway, and even if they do, missing out on it doesn't mean your retirement journey is over. Second, you don't get the automatic paycheck deductions that force you to save. But you can set that up yourself. The real danger of not having a 401k isn't the account itself. The danger is doing nothing because you think it's too late or you don't have the right corporate structure behind you. So, what is the alternative? How do we build that secure future when the traditional corporate ladder wasn't your path? Your very first line of defense is an IRA, an individual retirement account. If you do not have a 401k at work, you can open an IRA yourself tomorrow morning. You don't need a boss, you don't need a HR department, you don't need anyone's permission. When you retire and you need to take that money out to pay your electric bill, or buy groceries, or take your grandkids on a trip, you do not owe Uncle Sam one single penny. You do not want to be partners with Uncle Sam in your 70s and 80s. When tax rates go up in the future, and believe me, they will, your Roth IRA is your shield. If you are 50 years of age or older, the IRS lets you make catch-up contributions. You can put extra money into these accounts every single year to build that nest egg fast, but I hear what you are saying. I can hear you talking back to the screen right now. You're saying, Susie, that sounds great, but I am 55 with zero saved. Even if I start a Roth IRA today, it's not going to be enough. What do I do? If that is you, I want you to listen to me with all your heart. If you are starting late, your greatest asset is not a 401k. Your greatest asset is your earning power and your Social Security strategy. The single biggest retirement mistake I see people make, the mistake that drains their savings and ruins their peace of mind, is claiming Social Security the second they turn 62. Why do they do it? Fear. They see a scary headline on the news about Social Security going bankrupt, they panic, and they grab the money early. Let me tell you something, Social Security is not going to zero. It is not going away. But if you claim at 62, you are locking in a permanent, lifetime 30% reduction in your monthly check. 30%. Gone. Forever. If you do not have a massive 401k to live off of, your Social Security check is your lifeline. You must protect it. For every single year you delay claiming Social Security past your full retirement age, up until age 70, your benefit increases by 8% a year. Think about that. Where else in the financial world can you get a guaranteed, risk-free 8% return on your money? Nowhere. If you don't have a 401k, your strategy is to work just a little bit longer, or work part-time, to build a bridge. If you can work until 67, or better yet, 70, and delay that Social Security claim, you will maximize your guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. That is how you offset not having a giant retirement account. You turn your Social Security into your personal pension. Now, let's talk about your spending, because you cannot talk about retirement without talking about cash flow. If you don't have a 401k, you must live below your means but within your needs. You need to look at your debt. If you are carrying credit card debt into retirement, that is a financial emergency. You cannot afford to pay 15, 20, or 24% interest to a credit card company when you are living on a fixed income. I want you to have 12 months of living expenses sitting in a safe, high-yield savings account or in short-term certificates of deposit, CDs. That is your peace of mind. That is your security. I want you to understand something. True wealth is not a number in a 401k account. True wealth is the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. It does not matter where you are starting today. It only matters that you start. Stop looking backward at the years you didn't save, or the jobs that didn't offer a 401k. That is in the past. You cannot change it. But you can change what you do today. Open that Roth IRA. Set up an automatic transfer of $25, $50, or $100 a month, whatever you can afford. Make a plan to delay your Social Security so you get the biggest check possible. Pay off your credit cards. You have the power to protect your future. You have the power to stand in your truth, face your fears, and take control of your money. I believe in you. Now, I need you to believe in yourself.